On the left there, you've got the house of, or former residence of Lord Randolph Churchill, the father of Winston Churchill. Yesterday was actually the anniversary of the D-Day landings, the 6th of June. We're going past the house where Dwight D. Eisenhower engineered quite a lot of the plans for those in a few moments. So just coming around the area known as Marble Arch. And as I said, you've got these sculptures here and the Marble Arch itself. With, you can see the pillars on the right there, sort of Romanesque pillars with Corinthian candles on top. There's the bits that look like sort of leaves. And the depictions of lions and various figures from Roman and Christian history on the arch there. As I said, it's a replica of the of Constantine's Victory Arch in Rome. Up in front of you there's Oxford Street. It's got 600 shops, 47 of which are shoe shops, so more than enough shoes to go over millipede, I'm sure. It's also a very thirsty street. It's a mile and a half long, and it's only got one pub as well. So, by the time you finish shopping on Oxford Street, you might want to drink beer out of the shoe. I don't know. But this is our stop for Oxford Street. If you'd like to get off for Oxford Street and walk from here, no, no one. Excellent, good stuff. No one coming down. Thanks, Martin. So I'm about to head on to Brook Street now. You've got the Animals at War Memorial there on your right.
15 minutes.
That's the memorial to all the animals who've given up their lives unwillingly and unwittingly in the various conflicts of the 20th century. On to Brook Street now, which will actually Upper Brook Street. You can see all the different architectural styles here. Again, you've got a lot of Roman and Greek pillars. Lots of different types of capitals on top of them. Lovely bit of Georgian architecture on this street. You can see a lot of the buildings are actually painted over in Queen Anne white. Loads of different architectural styles on this street. Some houses actually incorporate two different architectural styles, as you get husbands and wives who were instrumental in the designs of the buildings who couldn't quite agree on which style to build their houses in. On your left, the grey house just on your left here is based on the design, just on your left now, based on the design of the canal side houses of Rotterdam and Amsterdam. Just coming off Brook Street now to Grosvenor Square, which is where you'll see the American Embassy. So the American Embassy is the largest embassy in London, naturally I suppose, and it's the only American embassy in the world actually which isn't built on American soil. It's built here in Westminster on the lands of Gerald Grosvenor, who's the present Duke of Westminster. So the entire area is owned by the Duke of Westminster, and indeed the land on which the American Embassy stands is owned by the Duke of Westminster. It's the only American embassy not to be built on American soil. Most American embassies are built on imported American soil. This particular one isn't. The American government offered to buy it from the Duke of Westminster and to make the ground around it American through the sale, but the Duke of Westminster declined. He said, I'll quite gladly give you the land for the American Embassy if you give me back Virginia, Maryland and all the other various territories that used to belong to my family. Which I think is rather unfair.
The embassy is where?
Yeah, just on the right there. So, the embassy is this building just on the right here. It's a rather large building just on the right. On the front of it you'll see an American eagle, and stood in front there you've got Dwight David Eisenhower, who planned a lot of the D-Day invasions back there on the left at number 20 Grosvenor Square. So this entire area is a testament to a lot of great Americans who've spent time here in London, including John Quincy Adams, who became the first American ambassador to the Court of St James here in London after he'd betrayed us in the American War of Independence. Down on the right there, you've got pagoda. That's dedicated to the victims of the 9/11 bombings. On the left, you've also got the Canadian Embassy. So that's the part dealing with the consular affairs there. Or rather, the Canadian High Commission. As the Canadians are still part of the British Commonwealth, so they have a High Commission. They also have the cultural section in Trafalgar Square as well, so the Canadians have 2 High Commission buildings here. So yesterday was the anniversary of the death of John MacDonald, who was the first Canadian Prime Minister, actually. So we're just headed through now towards Berkeley Square. It's going off Grosvenor Square here. This area is known as Little America. As I said, you've got lots of monuments to the great Americans who spent time here in London. The Connaught Hotel's there on the right. It's a very well-to-do hotel indeed. It's where a lot of European royalty stay when they're here in London. A rather posh-looking concierge there. Down on the right there you've got Allen's of Mayfair, which is the Queen's Butchers. Lots of businesses here have a royal warrant, which means that they can supply to the royal family. There's a very well-to-do area indeed, part of Mayfair.
Porsche, there we go.
Very upmarket area. That'll be Victorian-built, yeah, I'm assuming.
Excuse me?
It is red brick, yeah. A lot of the, it might even be Georgian actually, but most of the Georgian buildings are covered in a sort of stucco, so they've got the sort of plaster cladding on the front. But heading around Berkeley Square now, which gave its name to the song the Nightingale sung on Berkeley Square actually. You've got on your left there is Annabelle's nightclub. That's where Prince Harry likes to go for a drink.
Where's the Annabelle? Where's the Annabelle?
Just behind us on the left there. Yeah. So we're about to head on to Bruton Street now, which is where Her Majesty the Queen was born back in 1926, in April of 1926. Got these various temporary buildings set up here for a fashion show here on Berkeley Square. Just heading on to Bruton Street now. As I said, it's where Her Majesty the Queen was born in 1926, April of 1926, although her official birthday is celebrated on the 11th of June. So we're celebrating that up at Horse Guards Parade very soon. That's where you'll be able to see the ceremony for the Queen's birthday, known as the Trooping of the Colour, which will be up near our stop number 12. The Jack Barclay, Bentley and Bugatti dealership there. And on your right there, the plaque which commemorates where the Queen was born in 1926. Which is back there on the right, a rectangular plaque. You've got all sorts of boutiques and galleries in this area. The Halicon Gallery down there on your left, which has a collection of Lorenzo Quinn sculptures. You can see Lorenzo Quinn sculptures all over London. The Stella McCartney boutique there on the left as well. Stella McCartney, Paul McCartney's daughter. You can get your Stella McCartney suit from there.
I've got to get that.
A lot of the boutiques here are actually invitation only in Mayfair. As I said, it's a very upmarket area indeed. That all stems from the tradition of the bespoke suit, which remained up at Savile Row, which is just up ahead of us and on the right. So bespoke is an old word for word of mouth, something that would be spoken of. So they had these handmade suits which were made up on Savile Row, which is just ahead of us.